Yeah.
By saying this, when we put public officers in positions whereby they're supposed to act in trust by the public, we expect that they do no less. We expect that they shall perform their duties according to the mandate given to them. We expect that they shall not favor anybody. We shall expect that they shall not be corrupt. We also expect that justice shall prevail. Look at the case of Francis Njeru, for example. What is the problem here? He gets the matter into court. The investigations have been completed by the DCI. The two gentlemen are charged in court. The matter appears before a magistrate in the lower court, Mr. Haji. The prosecutor then comes in, and the DPP then comes in through his prosecutor and says he wants to withdraw the charge. He does not consult the victim, who is Francis Njeru. He does not talk to him. He just comes to court and wants to withdraw. What does the law say about it? That in case the DPP wants to withdraw a matter from court, it must be agreeable also by court. The court must be given reasons that are sufficient as to why it's doing so. It is not those days that you could come and withdraw matters without anything, because justice must be served. The victim must be served. In case there's any ADR, it must be known. So what happens in this particular case? The DPP just comes and withdraws the case. The court then says, no, you cannot withdraw this case because it is not serving the ends of justice. You have not followed the procedure. You have not informed the complainant. The complainant is in court here, is even surprised. So the court says this matter must proceed because the reasons given are not sufficient. Then what does the DPP do? Saying because he's the all-knowing and the all-in-charge of a prosecution, he goes to the High Court. What does the High Court do before Justice Ogembo? Ogembo looks at it and finds that there was nothing wrong because he went by way of review. Nothing wrong with what the court had decided in the lower court. The court, then High Court then decides and says this matter must proceed. Once the court has given this decision to proceed, what does the prosecutor do? They come back and say they are not going to proceed with this matter. The matter then comes back to the lower court. The DPP comes and withdraws the matter, leaving a genuine complainant exposed. Tell me, do we need such a kind of person in office today? The victim then decides to go for private prosecution. He gets the summons. He gets everything going on. Everybody else is summoned to court. The matter reaches court, and what does the DPP do? He comes to court, withdraws that matter, withdraws it again, takes it over and withdraws it. What is the essence of private prosecution if the DPP then can be a bully? So let us say this. For these matters, for justice to be observed in this country, for justice to be received, for justice to be enjoyed in this country, the DPP must leave. For Njeru to get his justice, the DPP must leave. For anybody who is going to go to court and the DPP interferes with these matters, for those people to get justice, the DPP must leave. When matters of this nature have reached the public service prosecution, the DPP must leave. You always remember that the DPP is at the forefront of telling everyone that once a matter has gone to court or to any other tribunal or any other place, you must step aside. Is he doing so? Sure. He's doing nothing. What does he do? He goes back and defends himself through the press and starts saying that, oh, I have been doing this and this. The question is, have you answered to the petition? Have you stepped aside? The issues that we are talking about, the files that we are talking about are in your office. Can investigations go on? The witnesses who are going to be against you in this case are the prosecutors that you have sent to come to court. If you're still there, can they come to court? You are their boss. That by itself is the sin of crime. So let us tell the DPP, save face, because this I've said it before once and before. For things to be seen, to be transparent, to be seen, to be clear, it is time that the DPP steps aside and let the investigations that are going on against him to be carried out, let the cases that have now been filed against him to go on. They are piling day by day. And every day we wake up in the morning, you realize the DPP has gone rogue. Who do we trust in this country anymore? Today, Bwana DPP, if you are watching this, humbly, just step aside, at least for a moment. At least let us hold you by your own words and see whether a physician can actually heal himself. Get out of that office, let people get justice.
Biashara Francis Njeru mwaka wa 2016 tulikuwa na kesi mahakamani, kesi ambayo ilikuwa ina masuala ya shamba langu, na jaji wa the High Court judge mmoja Justice Boso alipeana orders kwa Director of CID and Director of Public Prosecution walipoona makaratasi ambayo mmoja Bwana Jibril Mohamed na Ali Farah Mohamed aliyoleta kotini yalikuwa gushi. Kwa hiyo order, Judge Boso aliambia DCI na na DPP wafanye kazi zao. DCI investigate na charge. DPP kazi yake ilikuwa ni kuprosecute. DCI alicomply na order hiyo, akafanya uchunguzi, akacharge watu wawili ambaye ni Jibril Mohamed na Farah Ali Mohamed ambao ni relatives wa DPP. Na kwa ufupi nataka correct wakili wangu alikuwa anafikiria ni marehemu Jibril. Siye marehemu Jibril, ni Jibril mwenye ako hai, ako hapa Kenya na anaendelea na mambo yake bila hata kuangalia nyuma, kwa sababu the DPP amemshield from justice. So kilio changu ni hiki: sisi ndio watoa ushuru, sisi ndio tumewaajiri hao maafisa wenye wako ofisini hizo kama DPP, na anatueleza kinagaubaga wakati wa mwisho ambapo tulikuwa kotini April this year kwamba mimi nina kesi na hiyo kesi iko na ni kesi inafaa kuendelea, lakini yeye hataendelea kama Director of Public Prosecution na kesi hiyo, na akaniamrisha niende for private prosecution, of which I did go for private prosecution. Na kustaajabu kwangu, yeye mwenyewe tena amekuja kunishikilia, ananishikilia kwa long yangu, kuniambia bado nisiendelee na hiyo private prosecution. Kistaajabisha ya kuwa hiyo maneno ambaye Jibril Mohamed na Farah Ali Mohamed walikuwa wameshtakiwa nayo, walipotolewa na DPP aligeuza the same charge sheet ikawa ni mimi, na anataka kuendelea na hiyo public prosecution kwa hiyo charge sheet ambaye aliigeuza kuwa ni mimi. Anawachana na charge sheet ambayo imemshtaki Farah na Jibril kwa kuwa ni mandugu zake. Ndio hapa tunauliza, nauliza leo, kuna haki katika ofisi ya DPP? If DPP has become the weakest link in what you call criminal justice, he cannot prosecute his cronies, he cannot prosecute his relatives, he cannot prosecute his friends, then kama sisi taxpayers tumewachwa na upweke peke yake. Ni hayo.